It's really a pleasure to introduce someone that's a familiar face in the north coast of Ohio here, and that is Dr. Brad Lang. Brad has co-founded Auni Therapeutics. Auni Therapeutics is focused on not only treating allergy symptoms, if you will, but curing allergies, and has brought to the market, or is bringing to the market, a very innovative and sophisticated delivery system for addressing initially peanut allergies, but will go on to dozens of other food allergies. Brad?
Well, thank you very much. I try to avoid the cure word. I like to use solve or another softer language. But my name is Brad Lang. I'm the founding CEO of Auni Therapeutics, and we're going to solve food allergies. If you have young children like I do, you know that 2 to 3 kids in every single elementary school classroom have a severe food allergy. That is 33 million Americans and 1.5 million Americans with a peanut allergy alone. And despite over 3 million ER visits each year, there is no disease-modifying therapeutic to provide durable desensitization to these food allergy patients. And this is what we're trying to change. We're going to develop the first therapeutic to retrain the immune system at its source. When starting my first company, I learned a couple valuable lessons. First of which is that investors in biotech bet the jockey. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about myself. I'm a PhD neuroscientist from Case Western Reserve University. My graduate work allowed me to co-found a company now known as NerveGen Pharma with a drug I invented, now known as NVG-291. That drug is phase 2 positive for spinal cord injury. NerveGen is publicly traded on the NASDAQ, and they're initiating phase 3 trials later this year. I also had the opportunity to learn from and work for some incredible biotech minds. About 8 years ago, I had the opportunity to join Dr. Derek Rossi in starting Convello Therapeutics. Now, Derek, you may know or you may not know, he's done many things in his career, but it's most notable as the founder of Moderna. In 18 months, we started with an idea out of Case Western, and we got it to a Genentech partnership that allowed liquidity to all of our early investors. But it's not just me at our team. I'm also joined by a couple brilliant people, including Dr. Amber Patterson, who is a clinician, board-certified allergist, and the world's leading expert in intralymphatic immunotherapy, which I'll introduce to you in a few minutes. So what is food allergy? Food allergy is not just a mild intolerance. This is a life-threatening disorder that can turn serious within seconds. In general, your body just misidentifies food as poison. And when accidentally exposed, it starts this nuclear reaction that we know as anaphylaxis. So what do you do when you're allergic to peanuts? There's really not much. First, you just avoid peanuts altogether. You read every label. You talk to every waiter. You avoid Five Guys burgers and fries. And since nothing is perfect, you have to carry an EpiPen with you at all times. Standard of care right now is actually shifting to a drug named Xolair. This $30,000 to $60,000 a year treatment makes billions of dollars for Genentech and is not disease modifying, basically an EpiPen in advance to prevent people from dying from accidental exposure. And then there is immunotherapy or microdosing. And this has been tried for the greater part of 50 to 60 years as a potential curative approach for all food allergies. This includes the drug Palforzia, which was approved, and many other approaches. You have the oral treatments, the little things you dissolve under your tongue, all the different injectables, the transdermal patches, and these all run into the same fundamental problem: drug delivery. You can't deliver enough of the immunotherapy to the body to retrain it without it setting off the nuclear bomb of anaphylaxis. And that is how Auni Therapeutics is fundamentally different. Instead of flooding the entire body with immunotherapy, we're going to deliver it directly to the immune system's control center, the lymph node, through a process called intralymphatic immunotherapy. And you might think this is a brand new novel idea, but intralymphatic immunotherapy is rapidly becoming the standard of care in the treatment of environmental allergies, such as grass, dog, cat, rye, wheat, and everything else. whereas found in multiple clinical trials, many of which led by our founder, that 3 injections over 8 weeks provides as durable benefit as 5 years of allergy shots. And we're going to bring this technology to food allergies. Our near-term milestones are meant to reduce risk and provide real benefit. In parallel, we plan on running a phase 1b/2a clinical trial at Ohio State University to make sure our product is safe and efficacious. In parallel to that, we're going to do a novel product built on lymph node retention. From there, it converts basically into a typical drug development IND, with IND-enabling studies, phase 1 and phase 2 clinical trials. We are going to run this as a build-to-buy biotech and try to exit it prior to full commercialization around phase 2. There is real precedent for this in the literature. This means that our company is ultimately our product. We're going to sell it to a large pharma and let the large pharma run the phase 3 trial. There are multiple competitive exits in this field in the billions of dollars for that precedent. AIM Immune was bought by Nestle Life Science for $2.6 billion. Just earlier this year, GSK bought Rapt at phase 2 without finishing their phase 2 for $2.2 billion upfront, with milestones up to about $8 billion. With anaphylaxis-related care costing about $5,000 to $25,000 per visit, and Xolair's peak revenue right now at about $4.1 billion, there is a real opportunity for safe and effective therapeutics in this market. The company was preceded by our founding team, me and the Pattersons. We're currently raising a safe note with it, the details of which are here. $700,000 of that are currently in the bank, and we're planning on closing the round later this summer. The details of that are here, and I can provide any of this to anyone that asks. But I look forward to answering any of the questions you may have of how we're going to conquer the world by solving food allergy.